Hello, I'm Bonnie Curry with another episode of From the Couch. I am so excited about this because this is my friend Sarah Penrod. She's on Food Network, and I loved following you. It was, remind me, season 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay, so kind of let's familiarize ourselves. How did that go for you?
Season 10, I came in 4th place.
Right.
And I think if you watch it, you know that I'm shaking like a wet noodle
A
most of
little bit,
the time.
a little bit.
And now I've had 3 years sort of out in the world doing stage
Right.
stuff, you know, like a regular celebrity chef.
Right.
I had a cookbook that came out
I know.
called Urban Cowgirl.
That's amazing.
Did so much TV, and now I'm back and I'm getting it together.
I am very excited because I love Food Network. I have followed so many of the shows, and when I saw that you were from Texas, I immediately just started rooting for you. You could have just been disastrous, and I would have gone, go Sarah, go, because I love that, and you seem very real and very fun, and we've already been talking about stuff. And Sarah, I want to dive into, I have a problem. I have a very real problem, and it's that I cannot make biscuits. Now, recently I did try a recipe, and it was Joanna Gaines' recipe for biscuits, and I thought, all right, I'm going to try these.
Okay.
And they actually did not turn out disastrous. In fact, my husband said, these aren't bad. And the reason he's not being incredibly complimentary is because I have tried for a lot of years to make biscuits. I'm a Southern girl, so biscuits, it's a necessity. I've made them side by side with my grandmother, and mine turned out like little missiles. You could have launched them into space and they would have taken out a satellite. Just every time I make them, they're just awful. And so Sarah has made, look at these things. Would you just, what? Look at the perfection of this biscuit. Would you look at the beauty and just, I should frame this. I should put this on my wall behind me with my picture and say, look at this biscuit. This is just the beauty. So what is the secret to a great biscuit? Because I need to know.
Well, there's a couple things that you gotta know. Biscuits only have 4 or 5 ingredients, and so you need to make sure that you get the very best quality of all the, get as good of quality butter as you can.
Okay.
That's gonna be there for the flavor.
So what are you looking at when you go to the grocery store? I mean, because you have just normal, salted butter, unsalted butter. I mean, so what should you look for?
Well, when it comes to something like a biscuit or sugar cookies,
Yeah.
where there's not a lot of ingredients, you want to get the very best butter.
Okay.
You want to try to get buttermilk is going to give you the tenderest biscuits.
Okay.
Much more than milk or cream or something like that.
Buttermilk.
Maybe even you pick a really nice flour, you know, because some flours
I do go the inexpensive route. I do. I am guilty of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be for your flavor. As
Okay.
far as for if you're getting little rocks, so the way
Hard
it
rocks.
works.
Like I could damage you with the biscuits I've made. My kids, I would say, okay, kids, I'm making biscuits this morning, and they would actually go find their father and go, Dad, please don't let her do it. They're
Oh,
so
no.
bad. And I've covered them in sausage gravy, and they would eat the sausage gravy, and the biscuits would go over to the side. They're that bad.
This is the secret. This is all you need to do. So the way that we develop like a soft interior and a crunchy exterior is the folding method. So you make your dough.
I have not done this. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna make your dough the way you usually do, where you cut the butter into
Right,
it, add
right.
the buttermilk, don't overmix it. Then you're gonna make yourself a little rectangle of the dough.
Okay.
Gonna fold this side over
Okay.
and this side over.
Oh.
Turn it.
Turn.
Pat it down. Do it again. You can do it 3 times.
Are we making a thing that's this
Fold
big?
it through. Well, you're pressing it down.
Oh, I'm
each
pressing
time.
it down because I was gonna say we're talking about a biscuit layer now that's like this big, which I'm down with. I mean, that
Right.
sounds like a massive biscuit that would be so much fun. But
It's
okay.
real easy to just
You're
press it
pressing it
down.
down.
Sounds crazy, but the dough is going to be really soft.
Right.
I'll make sure you do this
Okay.
weekend. You can text me and show me.
Okay,
a
I
picture.
really will. I'll be like, okay, Sarah, am I doing
Okay.
this? Yes.
Fold 3 times.
3 times.
Then you're going to put the biscuit dough in the refrigerator while you clean up and
Right.
you get ready to roll it out. Okay. Here's the other secret. When you get the biscuit dough and you put it down, you roll it out
Right.
1/2 inch thickness.
Right.
You have 2 choices. A biscuit cutter or cutting it with a knife. You can use either.
Right.
But if you use a biscuit cutter, you can't twist it
I have totally twisted.
because you'll cut the edges off and they won't rise. Same thing with a knife. If you use a knife, you can't saw it. You have to have a real sharp knife, and you can see I just
They're
use
perfect.
squares.
Yes.
Right.
Look at.
Because what you're doing is, see, there's butter in here, and it's going to melt and steam, and it inflates the biscuit. That's your problem. You're not getting that inflating thing, and it's the folding that's going to help you.
I have not done any of these these things. Like seriously, I have not done any of these things. Okay, so sharp knife, none of the twisting of the cookie cutter, goes straight down into it. And I think honestly, the best thing I could do is just make sure you live at my house now. Okay. And she makes the biscuits for me every. I'll make the sausage gravy because, by the way, I do make a fierce sausage gravy. But yeah, look at. I mean, just seriously, I'm just gonna open this up. Look at this. Look at this bit of perfection. Oh. Like seriously, I feel like a biscuit this good looking should have a little song as it opens, like oh,
like the little angels.
Yes, like little angels fly out from this biscuit. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I want to say, since you mentioned Joanna Gaines or your grandmother's recipe,
yes,
it's less about a recipe with biscuits. They're all pretty good, and they're just a little different because we all look for a little something different in our biscuits. But it's the technique that makes them really perfect, over the top what you're looking for.
She would know because she's Sarah and she's on Food Network. And the cool thing is you have a cookbook. And so let's give you a nice plug. Tell me about the cookbook.
The cookbook is called Urban Cowgirl.
I love that name.
And it's just modern Texas bites. I want to do something like a Dallas girl. I wanted to put a feminine touch on Texas food because it's done by Tim Love and Tim Fearing and all
we
these
love them.
dudes.
They're awesome guys.
Yes. We love them, but we needed some women to get in there.
Yeah.
And so Urban Cowgirl is about that. It's about my travels through Texas and all the different foods. Lots of stories, very much a storyteller. And
share one of your favorite stories from the book.
My very favorite story from the book is about a little place. It's called Shrimp and Stuff in Galveston.
Shrimp and Stuff.
And I was pregnant, and we were searching for a house because we had just moved to Galveston, and I was so big, y'all. I was like 8 months pregnant.
Right.
And my husband walks through this house with me that I had chosen for us to rent because we were going to rent for a little while before we, bought something.
Right.
And, it's 120 years old. It's the original floors, air conditioners that are in the windows instead of like
window
central.
Units. Yes.
And there's no dishwasher, and I already have a baby and I'm about to have another one. And he's like, you didn't choose this house. You chose this house because it's next to Shrimp and Stuff. And it was literally like within walking distance of my favorite fried shrimp.
Isn't it crazy?
house.
I respect that decision though.
I
respect that decision.
I mean, this is what I want in life. These are
no
my
dishwasher,
priorities.
No central AC, but next, really close.
Crab balls are within 500 feet of where you're sleeping.
How much do you respect that decision? I
those.
do. I love that decision. There are so many times where I have looked around and people will say, hey, do you want to come and see us? And I'll start mapping out what's close to them food-wise, and I'll go, can we meet here? Because there's X, 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 and X. Food, I don't know. I think, I was looking through some of the stuff about you, and I think, like me, I feel like when you make something for somebody, especially with something like a biscuit, or I love to make pies, that's something that's really a cool thing to do. I think it's love. I think when you cook for people, it's love. I think it's your heart going out there, and whether it's a perfect biscuit that just is, it's just a beautiful thing, and please come live with me. Is that a problem for you to just, and make biscuits for me all the time?
I will come, I will make your biscuits.
I would love that so much.
We can talk on the couch.
Yes, we could.
More stories about shrimp
Yes, we can. Okay, so but before we go, I want to remind everybody, so tune in. Okay, so tell me about Food Network and the next show.
Okay, so we've already started. We're one episode in, but you can get that. That's on demand.
Right.
It's called Come Back Kitchen. It's 8 p.m. On Food Network every Sunday night. So, just in time to get home from church and watch it. And I'm fighting, y'all. I'm trying to hang in there.
I know. So root for Sarah, seriously.
Root for Sarah.
Because maybe if she wins, she will buy a house next door to mine or something like that and make me biscuits every day. So yeah, tune in and watch Sarah. Root for her on Facebook, social media. Where can they find you?
I'm on all the things.
All the things.
I have a blog called urbancowgirllife.com.
I do follow you.
I'll put the recipe for the biscuits on there and the green tomato jam, which I brought for you as well.
I was about to say I knew what this was. I saw the little seeds and I was like, she made me green tomato jam.
Yes.
I would love to say I'm going to share with the staff, but I'm not gonna because this is beautiful. It's my biscuits, it's my green tomato jam, and I am here with Sarah. Catch her on Food Network. One more time on the time.
8 p.m. on Sunday nights. That's 8 p.m. Central.
So
right
out, just kind of wrap up and root for her because seriously, she is amazing. So from the couch with my friend Sarah with Biscuits, I'm Lonnie Curry.